Well, hello again. Welcome back to the break. Let's see what we got this week. Can we talk about Edson Barboza and Dan Hooker at UFC on Fox 31 here for a second? The amazing thing about that fight is that Dan Hooker, there were several times, maybe a dozen times, where it looked like this fight's over. You know, he'd take like a bad body shot, he'd get cracked in the head. It was like you could see his whole body just start to kind of sag. Like, please let me lie down and rest. But then, just sheer force of will, he just told himself no. No, we're not done yet, we are still in this. Even though, as the fight wore on, it became increasingly clear, maybe he wasn't? And that's the wonderful and terrible thing about this sport. Because Barboza was out there trying to perform liver surgery using only his shin. And Hooker's like, hey, I still got at least one, maybe two ribs you haven't broken yet, so I'm good. But then maybe that's where the corner or the referee could have stepped in and said, okay, that's enough. Although, if they do that, are we sitting around today talking about how unbelievably, inhumanly tough Dan Hooker is? Maybe not. Still, it's a steep price to pay just to prove that you can. Meanwhile, Bellator was in Hawaii this weekend, had 2 shows in Hawaii this weekend, and it seemed like a good time. You know, Lyoto Machida got his first win in his new job, Michael Chandler reclaimed the lightweight title, Alema McFarland, she defended her title. Everybody got their fill of grass skirts and flower lays. Even Scott Coker was there at the weigh-in showing off the shirt that looked like he probably bought it at the hotel gift shop, you know, just to show how fun and relaxed he's feeling in the islands. Big takeaway though, Bellator beat the UFC to Hawaii, even though the UFC right now has a really great and exciting Hawaiian champ.
It is what it is.
Hey, maybe though, once they see how much fun everybody at Bellator had in Hawaii, you know Dana White wants one of those shirts. Also, anyone notice the classic tragic story of unrequited love that's going on in the UFC welterweight division right now? You know, Covington wants Tyron Woodley, Kamaru Usman wants Colby Covington, Ben Askren wants either Covington or Usman, and everybody but the UFC wants a 165-pound division. Sad. Strangely good idea alert. After his win in the main event of UFC on Fox 31, Iaquinta said Conor McGregor should have to go through him in order to get a rematch with lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, which actually would free up Nurmagomedov to fight Tony Ferguson, the way we've been promised for years. And we'd also get 2 good fights out of the deal. Plus, if McGregor beats Iaquinta, then you can justify putting him in another fight for the title. Everyone could really end up happy here, and this is how I know that Iaquinta is going to make it as a realtor. Because if he can sell me on why we should give him the biggest money fight in the division, you're telling me he couldn't sell you a 2-bedroom in Lindenhurst? Please.
Are you guys booing me? Who the f is that guy?